muhabbat, that they asked last night, and that do we rule through fear or do we rule through love? And the description was that these servants whom guide through ishq and muhabbat and the inheritors of the who, in which Allah addressed them for guidance, and that they use all the faculties of all their senses, because every sense has two, has a physical hearing and you have an inner hearing. The one whom only opened the physical hearing, they're not at the same level as the one whom has the inner hearing and spiritual hearing. The inner hearing can encrypt through all of the deception. It can hear something but hear its reality, that what is being said that's not what is being intended. The inner sight sees through the deception, where the outer sight 10 people can be looking, but the one whom Allah opened their inner sight, their firasul and Ahlul Basira, means that their inner sight has an insight, that through their vision of their heart they can see that what's being shown is not its reality. And the power of the heart is immense. When we teach these pieces like a tasbih, so why do I need this piece? All of this is the game that Allah has enrolled us. If you don't achieve every level, the higher levels you're not equipped. So means this station of taqwa, this station of consciousness is that it entered by fear. They had to fear punishment, so they entered into Islam. They stopped doing the bad, but they followed the guides of love, because you're not guiding yourself through love. The one whom is guided and whom is rightly guided, Allah guides them to the guides of love, not guides that are harsh and mean and hard. But the servant themselves has to have a consciousness and a taqwa, has to have a fear of the boundaries of Allah. As a result of their taqwa, their consciousness, the fear within themselves that they want to accomplish and they don't want Allah to be angered, Allah guides them to the guides of this reality of whom their guidance is with love, with a Divinely character and a Divinely love. For they know the secret is that if they teach by love and they teach by good character, that the bond of love is much stronger than the bond of fear. So we all have to fear the limit so that we stop and that we want to come to guidance. When Allah destines the servant to come to guidance, He guides them to these guides of ishq and muhabbat. They say you can attract more bees with honey, means that you can attract people with a softness in character, with the ishq and love and the muhabbat of Allah and the love of Prophet. That the servant is coming and asking that, I don't want to transgress the boundaries of Allah. The loving guides they teach in such a way that the servant enters into a sense of feeling ashamed to disappoint their teacher. They feel ashamed to disappoint Allah because they taught with love. They made a bond of love and ishq that the servant has to love Allah, love Sayyidina Muhammad. As a result of that love it built an immense taqwa. Not the fear of being beaten, because they should have risen above that level of badness, but the bond of love is that they do all the good that they can and they still feel a sense of shame that they could have done more, they should have done more, they should be excelling in their character and that their representation should be better. And that's an immense taqwa, that they feel ashamed in the presence of Prophet to do wrong, to do bad, to come against the hearts of the servants of Allah. So means that has a very fine line in their guidance. For the one whom has a taqwa and consciousness and wants to come to guidance, if the guidance is hard and harsh, it doesn't allow the nuclear and atomic bond that's necessary for the reality of guidance.